Hello everyone. So today talking about focal length. One of you asked me about this the other week. I think it was Claudia. So thank you for the question. Just returning to begin with to this bridge scene. The image on the right hand side is the original image. This was at around 24mm focal length. The reason I like using this lens, quite apart from being practical because I can get far enough back from my subject, is the depth. I'm always in the world thinking, how can I bring this scene to life? What matters to me here? And that morning, it was this incredible light. So the texture on the trees closest to us mattered to me as a contrast and a frame, but it was the light and the depth that I really wanted to capture. So that was around, as I say, I think it was around 24mm. And the image on the left is now in winter, so the light is different for a start. But this is on a prime lens, and funnily enough, it's only at 55. You'd think it was dramatically different, but it's not. Yes, it looks different because it's winter. Obviously, it's a slightly different camera movement. They're both using multiple exposure dark blend mode in the camera, and it's going to look a bit different because the light is different, and because it's winter, the foliage on the trees isn't quite as thick as it had been. So that's one of the reasons it looks different. But look at how compressed it feels compared to the other image. I've lost the depth. Even that difference between sort of 18 to 24mm going to 55 just makes a huge difference. And so again, on this image, again, I am using a wide angle lens here, and I'd much rather use the wide lens and then crop in if I need to in the digital darkroom, because I want the depth. I want that feeling of what is going on behind this tree. And again, on these images, using the wide lens, and this is a very subtle movement, very gentle panning upwards. It's not a blend. What I've done is panned upwards, paused, allowed the camera's sensor to gather up lots of information, and then just glided back down again. I'm not moving very far, just rubbing the lens up and down the scene to create this sort of pictorial effect that I really like. So this one is one that I've used a longer lens. I wanted to zoom in. These boats are a long way from me. I'm standing on the quayside, so I'm now using my 200mm zoom lens. I don't know whether I was at 200, I probably wasn't far off of it. And you can see the tiny bit of movement I've made, and I'm just rocking my body backwards and forwards, one foot slightly in front of the other, just to capture that tiny bit of motion and panning with them at the same time. So I'm moving across the horizon and simultaneously rocking in and out at the scene. And something I'll do if I'm using that long lens is sometimes have an anchor like a fence or a wall, just something to stabilize my body. I'm always using my breathing and movement technique to keep soft, because I was saying last time about being soft rather than trying to be still. Being soft gives you greater stillness and control than trying. Trying just doesn't work. And this one is another one taken on the long lens. I was sat on a bench on the other side to this beach, on the other side of this water. Saw these people come round the corner, absolutely loved the coloured clothing. And if you look very closely, you can see how painterly the bikes look, because I am just rocking my upper body backwards and forwards at the scene while simultaneously panning with them. And so I don't really have a favourite lens is the answer to the question. I think you use the lens that you need at the time. But for me, I love the depth that the wider angle lens gives me, particularly in the woods or on the street. But one thing I would say is if you have an iPhone and you're using the slow shutter cam app, don't forget that you have a wide angle lens in your iPhone. So rather than carrying an extra lens, I will take the iPhone on a lanyard around my neck, and that's my wide angle lens, and then I'll put the longer zoom lens on the camera. Okay, I hope there's been something there that's helped you this week. And please do ask me questions. I enjoy receiving them, and I will try and answer them as best I can. I will see you again next week, maybe before with a bit of editing. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you again really soon.